Hello, hello, me again. Hello, how you guys doing today? It's another amazing day, isn't it? It's a glorious day today. And I am Angel's Karate. I'm Grandmaster Angel from Angel's Karate. And I'm going to tell you a little bit hypnosis of Angel's Karate because a lot of people wonder. And we've been in Midland for many years, since 1988. And come from Hemlock, Michigan. That was there in 1984. And before that, I used to train here with Terry Batch, Master Terry Batch, and he was a student of Master James BCU, my instructor today. And also, I also have some experience in the military. And before the military, that's when I started martial arts. So I just want to share with you that I'm from the time of Billy Jack, Bruce Lee, and David Carradine. That's Kung Fu, Into the Dragon, and Billy Jack. And that was when I was a kid. That was what was growing up. While we were growing up. But anyway, today I'm just mentioning what do I do, and after 55 years of doing martial arts, what do I teach? I teach body wisdom. Body wisdom. And when I say body wisdom, you have to understand that it's not just the physical aspect of it. Yes, we do have the physical aspect to it. And one of the things that we do teach is, for example, through time, our newest patch that we use, it had to do with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And you can see that we teach Arnes is a Filipino stick fighting, Jiu-Jitsu, which is the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and Taekwondo. And when do we start doing that? Well, since the 90s, when Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu came to the United States, my son is a black belt also on Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he's the one that pursued Jiu-Jitsu from our schools. And he's one of the person that represents us, and we got other people that had done Jiu-Jitsu and taught many people in the Midland, Saginaw Bay City area that came to Angel's Karate School to learn Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Modern Arnis is the same. To Professor Rami, the founder father of Modern Arnis, is a Filipino stick fighting. He's dedicated to defending yourself with knife and machetes and sticks and everything else. That's what we do. So that's what we end up teaching right now. That's what they call it, Taekwondo boxing. It became my style by teaching mixed martial arts, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Taekwondo, and Modern Arnis. That's what we're doing. We've been doing that since the 90s, okay? And part of doing that is our goal always have been the same goal. It is to teach our kids, to teach our children one important things about life. And that was that is for them to learn knowledge, honesty, and strength. That's it. Wisdom had to do to learn to be wise, to be able to understand, to be able to, the key word is to, number one, to hear intelligently. There's a Hebrew word that they use every day, 3 times a day for prayer, called Shema. Shema, O Israel. It is to hear intelligently, paying attention to what you hear, to make sure that you are hearing the right word. In the cases if they want to hear from the Lord. So God himself tells them to hear, O Israel. Pay attention diligently, really intelligently focus and pay attention. And that's what we try to teach our children, is the desire to them to develop wisdom. Not just a punching and kicking, they're going to learn that. But today, there's more. They need critical thinking. And that's something that for some reason is not taught this day, not even in our school system, not even in our public system. And what do I mean by critical thinking? See? A child, since they go to school, when they start to go to school, they've been getting information. The problem is, are they getting good information or bad information? And how are they going to discern what is good information? What is words of integrity? What is word of being courteous, kind to one another, to show respect with each other? See? And that's the investment that you should be doing on your child. Investing in them in the tomorrow. Investing to them in renewing, in understanding what life is all about. Yes, today you can learn how to punch, how to kick, how everything. But it's something that I have learned in my last 55 years of doing martial art is that. Be smart over here. Be wise. Be wise. Non-reactive, wise. But if you have to react, you will be explosive when you react. In other words, you will be able to defend yourself. And out there, YouTube and everything else, they teaching a lot of techniques, a lot of things, but that comes to a point. Check yourself. Even yourself, ask the question: How many times did you get into an altercation or a fight in your life? Okay, but if the time comes, are you be able to defend yourself? And for today's society, it's more than just a punch or a kick or going to the ground to fight. Sometimes we have to have skills in avoiding getting out of the way, out of the place where we need to be. So teaching the person, the individual, how to hear intelligently, how to learn to discern. In other words, how to understand things when people talk to you, what to select that is the right approach. How should I respond with the right decision? Because for today, we need right decisions. For every action that you do this day, there's an opposite and equal opposite reaction. Today, the world's going crazy. We need to go above the discussion and learn to hear, like to stay focused, to really pay attention to what you see, to what you hear. What do you learn? Then discern, separate mentally what is the proper right action on it. In other words, like I'm trying to teach my kids trigonometry, advanced calculus, beyond algebra. That's what I'm trying to teach them. All right? Well, and for making it a little bit shorter over here, I also show you another picture over here. Like this was back in 2000. We made it. That's what I always use, the magazine. And we make it to the Taekwondo Time magazine. Well, that's my instructor there. That's my instructor, Master BCU. He's still alive. And he's 30 years old. Right here, Master U. He's 30 years old. And he's 90 years old. My son Andy, he is 40 years old. 45 years old. See? And that picture was taken 22 years ago. 23 years ago. And what is our calling? The teaching tradition. What we learn from Grandmaster BCU, not just the art of fighting, but the following of tradition. And that is very important on it. At the same time that we learn how to do that, we want your child to learn to persevere, to learn fortitude, to learn perseverance, and also to be wise in their mind. And always to do the right decision, that he will become a good husband, a good father, and a person that take care of their own city. In other words, being responsible, because they need to protect what's coming ahead of them. So with that, I'm Angel from Angel's Karate, Grandmaster Angel de Jesus, and give us a call or visit our website, angelskarate.com, and fill up the form over there, and we can give you some classes or introduction that you come and visit. We see you then. Until next time, thank you very much.